Hello students, let us once again begin with the like process 2. In like process 2, we need to see that we'll be talking about the nutrition in human being. See, nutrition in human being is actually we call it as a digestive system. Now look at the systems that consist of the organs starting from the mouth. The food is chewed properly and then they pass on through the esophagus to the stomach. Here liver plays a vital role in here you can see a gallbladder. They also secrete some enzymes. Pancreas secretes some enzymes, and finally the food is digested. Halfly digested food from stomach comes to the intestine, and the intestine digests the entire food, and some undigested food which is left behind has to pass through the large intestine and through the ascending colon to descending colon and through rectum and anus. So let us begin with a total explanation of the digestive system. See, here you can see how the food over here is masticated, or you can say that is chewed properly, and it goes through in a form of a bolus. Now here is the epiglottis. You can see this is written epiglottis. This is a flap which actually protects the respiratory tract while the food is going to the stomach through esophagus. Now you can see when the food is chewed in the mouth, there is a gland contains salivary glands. They produce salivary amylase, which not only lubricates the food, but it changes the carbohydrate into amylase, and they change into maltose, or we can say polysaccharides. And the moment the food is now become a bolus after chewing, they pass through this esophagus through a peristaltic movement. Now when the food reaches the stomach, especially first of all the mucus is secreted in the stomach, as it gives you a lining, internal lining, so it does not harm the internal cell of our stomach. Then HCl is secreted. They kill the germs. They make the food acidic. They activate the pepsinogen. Pepsinogen insoluble forms of pepsinogen into pepsin, and pepsin actually digests the protein into polypeptides. So we can say that mucus helps in giving a lining. HCl kills the germs. HCl activates the pepsinogen into pepsin, and finally it is digesting the protein in the form of polypeptides. Now the food stays in the stomach for 3 to 4 hours, and then almost it becomes a semi-liquid form, and through a pyloric sphincter, there is a pyloric sphincter over here, and the food is now allowed to pass into a small intestine. As you can see the purple color, they are going from the back of it, and you can see the small intestine over here. When this food is trying to come to the small intestine, you can see there is a green color where this organ is there, which is called as a gallbladder. Now gallbladder secretes bile, which is very important for the digestion of the food. Bile actually makes the food alkaline. Not only that, they break the fats into they emulsify the fats into small droplets. That is how they start breaking the fats. And you can imagine the food which started from the mouth, actually amylase, salivary amylase actually worked on one carbohydrate. HCl start activating the pepsin, And finally, we can say that the food, the digested food, it is coming through this gallbladder, and pancreas secrete three enzymes that is called amylopsin. They help in digesting the entire carbohydrate or into maltose and ultimately changing into glucose. And trypsin, you can see over here written trypsin actually, and chymotrypsin, they help in breaking the protein into amino acid, and strepsin, which are they digest the fats into fatty acid and glycerol. Finally, the fatty acid and glycerol is absorbed in the small intestine in the ileum, and the undigested food pass from this to large intestine. As you can see, the large intestine, and this large intestine, the food goes from the ascending colon, and from the ascending colon to descending colon, and the undigested food pass through rectum and anus. I think this is hopefully I could able to give you the summary of a digestive system. Thank you.